Jana, it's Roger Mullane for the Spotlight. Today is just a special day. Today is my double hitter day. Just had a great interview with entrepreneur Kalila Webster. That was a great interview. Definitely gonna check it out and listen and learn about all the exciting things that she has going on. But my next wonderful guest that I want to bring is a wonderful friend of mine.
What's up, Roger?
What up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Let me give you a proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Monique Nikkole. Once upon a time, ladies and gentlemen, Monique was. This is why you have to be good to friends of yours that are in school, right? I never knew Monique could sing. Next thing, all of a sudden, she's blowing up like Mary J. Blige out in these streets. Mo, you really doing your thing, buddy.
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it, bro.
So, Mo, take me from the beginning. Where did this love for music come from? And then we're going to talk about all the albums. We're going to talk about the video. We're going to talk about all that. But let's talk from the beginning. Where does this love for music come from?
I always sang, and I've always been into music. Let me hit that button. And I've always been into music from birth because my father was a singer. So, yeah, my father sang professionally, but he also was a lieutenant on the fire department. So in the city, FDNY, which he was pretty much a trailblazer, especially back then, because, you know, there's not many people of color, especially not bosses on that job.
Wow.
So, he sang professionally. So from the time I was coming up knee high, I was always with him while he was practicing for his gigs and stuff like that. And that's how I got my love of music.
Wow. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And now, besides R&B artists, you are full time. You do what full time? Let everybody know so they
I'm
can
a
know.
oh, I'm a sergeant as well, a detective sergeant. So that means that I'm in the detective division as a boss. And I'm actually number 5 in Nassau County history, Black female to be a sergeant. And I think number 6, detective sergeant.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been doing that for quite a few years. Yeah, a couple of decades actually.
So talk to me about you when the decision for you to make. Listen, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to make this music thing a hobby. I'm going to do it full time. I'm going to go ahead and put these songs out and put this music out. When was the decision you made in your mind to do it for real? For real.
I started out in the music business almost, oh my God, maybe about 20 plus years ago, a long time ago. And I started out as a studio owner, management, also production, and a promoter, which I'm still a promoter. I still do concerts, but you know, during COVID, I'm not promoting right now. But I started out on the back end as an artist supporter, like in supporting roles. And in 2015, I decided to bet on myself. I kind of got frustrated with dealing with artists and their issues and complaints and gripes and being late to the studio and not understanding that time is money. And I don't know, I had to walk away for a little while. And then when I came back, I decided I was going to invest in myself. I always had like stage fright and stuff. So I was very comfortable in the background, but myself, Michael Westbrooks, and one of our schoolmates as well, Kenneth Bob, we wrote this song, Say Yes, and it just kind of just blew up. And that was in 2015. And our home flagship station, WBLS, had it in rotation for a full year. And then other stations around, you know, the nation, and it went international. And that's where it all started for me. And I just kept going from there. Mm-hmm.
Now you've been doing. You performed with Keith Washington. I saw that. I saw that.
Yes.
You also did something with Christopher Williams. Talk
Yeah.
about what's it like performing with some R&B legends, and what was going through your mind when you was like, wow.
When we start with the not Christopher Williams, we start with Keith Washington. My brother and I also was the promoter for that event. So it was surreal to be able to actually do that duet with him on stage during his set. The song that he did with Shantae Moore, Candlelight and You. So that was like a dream come true because that's my favorite like Keith Washington song. Kissing You too, of course, but that song with him and Shantae Moore was like everything to me. So that was huge. That was almost like an out of body experience. And I'm happy that I was able to have that happen. I'm happy that, you know, I have my management that actually was able to get him there, you know, on stage for me. So that was my connect. And then to perform with my brothers full force. I mean, me and Bowlegged Lewis like this. So they came out and did their thing. And I had Nathaniel open for me, Nathaniel the Great. Y'all could go follow him. He's like blowing up like crazy. And my brother's intro. So it was like a family reunion, you know what I mean? And it was such a cohesive group. But I didn't get to really bask in it until afterwards because I was also the concert promoter.
Right.
So I had to make sure that everything was where it needed to be. So yeah, you know, I wear a lot of hats, so I'm exhausted most days. But that was awesome. And you know, I've hit the stage with like so many In Vogue and Brian McKnight and it's so many, you know, doing shows with WBLS, Circle of Sisters. Actually, there's a picture behind me on my wall from the last Circle of Sisters that I
Right.
did.
I saw that. That was dope. I saw you the video where you was walking out as a red. That's what I'm talking about. You had on.
That's the one. That's the Keith Washington show during my set, and that was the Keith Washington show as well. And that was one of the Circle Sisters over there. But it's been quite a ride. Like it's been amazing.
Because Mo, you did it for real, Mo. This is not. It's you. You don't got to worry about artists. Now because you have the management mind, the concert promoter mind, and now the artist mind. You're a dangerous person, Mo.
It helps. It helps to know the back end because you can't just come to me with any garbage and I'm going to be like, oh, okay. Because I already know what you're coming with because I understand the back end. I understand the contracts. I understand points. I understand public. I own a publishing company. I'm also a publisher. So like I understand those things, the logistics behind it. So yeah, you can't just come to me with anything. You know, I don't know it all. I'm learning every day. You know, that's
Wow.
one thing we learn every day. You know, I'm open-minded and you know, I'm just going to continue to evolve and learn and build knowledge and also share the knowledge, you know, because other people need to know. Mm-hmm.
That's good. So, Mo, talk about this latest single. I logged into my social media one day, and you had some. What was the name of the single? It's called with the heels. It was about.
Oh,
I said, yo, who's that behind me? Is that Mo dance like that? And then you had two dancing. I was like, yo, what is this? And
yeah.
you showed the behind the scenes of that video. I was like, Mo, this is fire. You not
Yes, that's my new single. It's called Red Bottoms and Lingerie. It's featuring Little Flip out in
nice.
Texas. He's like a major recording artist.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
like he is. I know a lot of people here in the North don't really know that much about him other than, you know, the feature that he did on I think Bad Girl with Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce down south.
Sunshine. I
But down
can't see the
big and
comments from where I'm
big
looking. What you said?
down south. He's big down south.
Oh, he's huge in Houston.
Huge.
Oh, he's huge down south, Houston. I mean, they call him Flip Mayweather because of his freestyle skills. He's a beast. So the funny thing is, we did it. He was a pleasure to work with. He got the verse back to me, and then tried to coordinate schedules to get the video done for the data release, but we couldn't get our schedules to mesh. So I shot the promo like dance version of the video because like I was discussing with my dancers, I was like, they always get cut out of the video. They get like an edit here, an edit there. I was like, nah, let's just do a dance video and we'll release that first. And then I'll do, when I fly out to Houston and get with Flip, we'll do the official music video, which we just shot. We just shot it Sunday.
Yeah, I saw the behind. Was that the one we was behind the scenes? You was sitting in the car. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fly, Mo. That was fly.
Thank you. Yeah, we had our little Rolls Royces out, but he got real Rolls Royces. Mine was rented. I don't have the Flip Mayweather money, not yet. I'm working on that.
You're working on.
I can rent one though.
So who, like, now you've moved beyond artists to music. I would say music mobile because you know all the sides of it. How important is it to own your own publishing? Because you hear their publishers is getting locked up in like deals, and artists can't get their publishing and all kind of stuff. So how important was that for you to get that?
It's actually one of the most important things is your publishing, because that's your meat and potatoes, and I mean, I get it. If you're in a publishing company, 50% of your publishing goes to the publishing company, 50% goes to the artist. So if you're an artist, you should own your own publishing company. So that way you have the 100%. Now, if you do wind up signing with a label, guess what? They're going to have to do that split with your publishing company, because the label does get part of your publishing, but you don't want to give them a whole 50%. You have to see, you just have to see how you could negotiate that. That's to each his own, but just be careful. If I were you, I would retain at least 50% of your publishing.
So how far, like, do you see yourself doing more artist stuff or more behind the scenes stuff with your own label? Because now labels, everything is more digital, like 300, like 300 is a big label, but they're more like a digital label now and stuff like that. How do you navigate digital media, doing everything yourself, like you're promoting yourself, you're putting your own product? How do you navigate through this whole digital media landscape?
It's in some ways it's easier, in some ways it's more difficult, because now that you're in a digital era and you have to create a certain amount of noise in order to get that major distribution backing. So if you want to stay as an independent, you need a major distributor behind you in order to pick up those marketing expenses and those type of things, that radio promotions, to where, when you got somebody like me that has a small label and I am my backer, I'm the backing right now. So anything that you see out there, you see my PR, you see, anything on my social media or whatever that you see out there, when you see my TV commercials, that came from my pocket. I don't have anybody that's giving me a budget. My budget is coming from me. Wow. Because I'm the label.
Wow.
Yes, it does give you full control of which way you're going and what avenues you want to, put your music on, or how you want to be portrayed image-wise, because you got really 100% control as to what you're doing with your music, your image, and everything else, your marketing, the whole thing, because you're actually the boss of your own movement. But
that's important, Mo, and that's important too, Mo. That's where you want it to be, correct?
You do want it that way, but it does get exhausting.
Right.
Okay. When you wear so many hats, it can also sap your creative side
Ooh.
because you have to take care of so much on the back end with the paperwork, with the attorneys, with the distribution, with this, with the release date, with coordinate. You have to coordinate your videos. You have to coordinate this. You're coordinating everything. So it's a lot. When you wear a lot of hats and then you try to sit down and write, you're exhausted.
Right, right, right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? So
Right.
you got to kind of find a balance. And like, if I was to, to say anything to anybody that's coming up, behind me, and I don't mean like behind me, but that's coming into this game now and really trying to make some major buzz, have a team. Like I have a team. I have my family, you know what I mean? I have my management. I have people that help my kids.
Mm-hmm.
I have people, my husband, I have people with me that help to pick up that slack. So although I could be the brains of the operation, I need somebody else that can think.
Right.
And that's when you have to have these other arms and legs that are able to pick up the things that you may miss. So you have to have great management that could actually, not just great management, but a manager that's also, I like to use the term wet enough with contacts that could get you to the next level. So you can't just have a manager that's just your homie that don't got no contacts. So
Right.
so
I
you
mean,
ain't got no contacts. He has no contacts. So
right.
nobody's going nowhere. What are we
Ain't
doing?
nowhere.
Yeah.
Mo, you
So
just talked about your family. How important is that to have in your life at this level of in your career? Big shout out to your family. How important is that?
it's your baseline. You know what I mean? Your family for me, whether it's my career, my other career, or this career, the common denominator is that what you doing it for.
Mm.
What you doing it for if you're not doing it for your family? It's not, it's a music business. It's great you just singing and all of that, but if you're not making no money, then what's the point?
Right.
So the motivation is to make enough money to pad more college funds and to do this and do that and keep everybody living good. So
Right.
that's a huge motivation for me.
Wow. Who are some of
I run the race for them.
right? Who are some of the people that you I wouldn't say model yourself after, but people that you looked at in the business that you said, you know what, I like how this person moves. I like how this person negotiates his or her business in the music industry today.
Oh, I mean, Queen B, I mean, she's got to be one of the biggest boss chicks out there that is in front of the camera. She's behind the camera. You see her behind the scenes. And like, if you want to model yourself behind somebody, I think she's a great example to go by.
Right. I remember a
You
time
know, 'cause-
Beyonce story mode where Beyonce walked in a room and she didn't see any people of color. She walked out. the deal dropped. She was like, "This is not the right company. I'm out." Gangster.
exactly. Exactly. I feel every bit of that because you know what? At this point, when you get to a certain point in life and in your career, you want to see everybody represented. Like, the people behind the scenes, the people in front of the camera. I want to see somebody that looks like me at the table too.
Right.
So, I mean, I definitely get that. And especially at the position of power that she's in now, I mean, she could do whatever she wants.
Right. Right.
At this point,
Right.
you know what I mean? She's built herself up to that point where she doesn't have to be at any table that she doesn't want to eat at.
That's good. Mo, tell everybody about some of the songs that you got out. I saw the Christmas video. The Christmas video was dope. Tell everybody about the albums and the songs so that they would know to download your stuff on Spotify and all the platforms because I want people to really go out and support what you're doing. Listen, I had no idea in school back in the day that you was going to be a big R&B artist. So I'm so glad that we was cool.
Roger, you so crazy. I did a school talent show.
Right.
I don't know if that really count, but you just never know. And that's another thing that, like, for me, I'm nice to everybody.
You have
I
to be.
walk in a place, I speak to everybody, from the president to the janitor to whoever. I treat everybody the same, and that's one of the lessons to walk away from this interview with, because you never know.
You never know.
You never know. You
You
never know in life, so you got to treat people right, no matter who they are. That's very important. My music is available everywhere, every digital platform, from my first single, Say Yes, which is the one that put me on the map, to my Christmas album, to all my other singles. Everything is on every digital platform, so you can find them anywhere. I also
that's,
have a mixtape that's on SoundCloud. So, you Google me, you see all my links, all, the press articles. They just did some interesting articles on, like, This Is 50 and some other platforms, but Thrive Magazine. They've been covering a lot of what's going on with the new single. So, Red Bottoms and Lingerie, it's out everywhere. Check
red
out
and
the video.
lingerie.
Check out the dance version of the video. That's out now. It's on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Go to YouTube, subscribe. Follow your girl on Spotify. Y'all see my name and how it's spelled.
Right.
My second name spelled a little different from the regular Nikkole. It's Nikkole, Monique Nikkole. And yeah, you could go download me everywhere. If I was to put myself in it's hard for me to classify myself as an artist, because I sing a lot of different styles, but like my earlier stuff, Say Yes is more of a R&B smooth jazz record. So everything pretty much has that kind of vibe. Like, I have a cover of Denise Williams' song that I did, A Silly. People tend to like that a lot in my earlier catalog.
And Mo, we need more R&B songs out in the streets. Everybody can't be like little. Everybody can't be little every day, all day long. You remember when we was growing up? We
Right.
Boys to Men, In Vogue, right? Come on, Mo.
Yes. I mean, we got some new ones out there that's doing their thing.
Right.
Right. As of late, we're starting to. Yeah, it's starting to come back.
Starting to come back.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Like, Trey Songz has a beautiful record out now.
Right. Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak got a beautiful love song out now. That's dope.
Yeah, so we getting away from maybe all the hoes and this and that, and people actually talking about other stuff. I mean, that's cool too. Like, I mean, hey, you can talk a little ratchet sometime, but you got to have something in there for everybody. Everybody don't want to hear that.
Right.
So,
Mo, before you go, give everybody some tips on things that you learned from being a studio owner, being a concert promoter, and an artist, that if there's anyone that follows you and they want to seriously get into this business, what advice would you give them?
Own your craft first. Own your craft. Make music, but make sure you polish. Just keep working at it. The more you do it, the better you get. Like, it's an evolution. I know we as artists, we could be like our worst self-critics.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself. You got enough people out here that's going to be talking about you.
Right.
So be hard enough on yourself to get better, but be kind to yourself, because I've gone through that. I've gone through not being kind to myself, not having enough confidence sometimes, being afraid to release a record, thinking it's not good enough, thinking I'm not good enough. And that it's a lot, like mentally as an artist. And you could get to the point where you would just talk yourself out of doing what it is that you love because you pretty much defeated yourself before you even began.
Wow.
And stay away from negative people. If they're not for you, if they not on the same vibe with you, they need to go.
Right.
I don't care who it is, they need to go because that energy is going to show through, and you're never going to be able to make it. You're not going to be able to make it. So just make sure that you're kind to yourself and that you put the hard work in and you practice your craft. Own your craft. Then put your music out.
That's dope, Mo. Mo, you know you listen, I'm your biggest cheerleader on social media. Every time you drop something hot, I'm hitting you with the fire button.
That's what thank you. You are. That's the other thing. Support. Like artists are not they're not we're not anything without your support. And a lot of times I actually posted in my stories today. I shared it from another page that I follow. It's free to like something.
Right.
It's okay. You ain't got to scroll past it. You can like it. It's
right.
It's not gonna hurt you to
right.
like a post.
Right.
Once you share it, it's free. What does it cost you? If you
right.
can't buy a ticket to a show or whatever, that's cool. But there's other things that you could do to help promote the arts, and not just singers, not just songwriters, people that paint, people that draw, just the arts in general. Because I mean, like, especially right now, I know everybody's struggling, but just imagine if you're here in the New York area, Broadway has been closed for over a year.
Right.
Okay, so you're talking about grip, camera people, dancers, people that work the supporting roles, costumes. All of these people are out of work right now. You know what I mean? So, and the arts is the thing that lifts your spirit. When you listen to a song and you're like, oh, it just takes you back, and you could appreciate a good song or a show or whatever. That's your little escape from reality. Like, these artists provide you an escape from reality. So, keep that in mind when you're like looking at what's going on around you, and share a post. Like it.
Mo, I'm proud of you, buddy. You know I'm proud of you. Yo, when I seen you coming in the car with the pumps on, I said, come on, Mo, let's go.
Score!
Ladies, this is my buddy Monique Nikkole. I've been trying to get this interview. I'm trying to catch you before you get that Grammy. So I'm just trying to get it early. I'm trying to, in that Grammy and that Soul Train Music Award and all them awards, I'm trying to catch you early. So I said, I've been trying, how many months I've been trying to get this interview? A couple of months.
It's been a while. I just been running like a crazy woman. It's been crazy, and I gotta apologize.
But time, Mo, this is the perfect time to do it. So this was great, Mo. It's great.
Yes, it worked out well. It definitely worked out well. Today was a good day for it because I also had a virtual red carpet earlier.
I saw that. That was fly.
Yeah. So thank you. I can't talk about it until they air it and stuff like that. But I'm like, oh great, I got to get dressed anyway. I could do my makeup and don't have to do it again tomorrow. I just be walking around. I don't wear makeup every day, so yeah. So you got to feel special today because I got on lipstick. Yes, bro. Yes, Mo, and I'm proud of you too. You've been doing your thing. I remember.
Mo, you see me out in these streets, Mo?
Yes, but you interviewed me on print media back in
What was that,
2000,
2017, 18?
2017. But
Right.
I don't know if you ever even released the interview. Because I remember I was in Florida at my brother's when I did it. But I don't know if it ever, I don't know what happened with that one.
Well,
I'm
I
not
said,
sure.
look, that's why I wanted to do this one, because I wanted, now I can really go crazy and share it, and we can really chat and make it
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yes, indeed. Yeah, but big ups to you and the fam. I'm proud of
Well,
you. Keep it
yeah.
up.
Thank you, buddy. Everybody, please go and follow, share my friend. She's doing some amazing stuff. When this COVID-19 thing happens and this quarantine is really up and running, please go check out all her events and everything. She's a concert promoter. She got her own studio and she's an artist. Come on, Mo. This is Women's History Month. Come on, let's go.
Oh, thanks, bro. Thank you. You got me blushing. Thank you so much.
All right,
Yeah.
Mo. Blessings to you and your family as well, buddy.
Thank you so much. And shout out to everybody here in the chat. It's kind of hard for me to see with the light in my face, but I
You
saw my
got
boy Tim Victor. I don't know if he's still out here.
you got
Peace,
Robbers
bro.
in
It's always love. Who's that? Luis Miguel. Good night. Hugs to you too. I think Dilly with the dot. You in
Yep.
here? Peace and love. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry because I can't really see. But shouts to you.
And I'm gonna
And
repost it. I'm gonna repost this interview everywhere so everybody can see it, Mo.
awesome. All right. Mad
All right.
love to the room. All right. Peace.